I think it's hilarious, man, that all these media people starting on Friday have all been backtracking now. It was Mac Jones. It was guaranteed Mac Jones.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to San Fran. He's going with
Mm-hmm.
Kyle. Now
Mm-hmm.
everybody's like saying, I don't know.
They're
Who
open
knows? It
minded.
could be
You know
Fields.
any?
It could be Lance.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's
Mm-hmm.
hilarious to me that they're all
People don't
backtracking.
know. Yeah,
Because
people don't
I watched
know.
the interview with Matt Mayoko and Ian Rappaport, and he was
Mm-hmm.
like one of the first people that went on like NFL Network and was like, "Oh yeah, it's Mac Jones," and then now he's like, now he was backsliding a lot.
See, to me, and again, the previous caller just says I'm wrong, but I think this whole "it's definitely Mac Jones" thing rests on the assumption that the Jets are taking Zach Wilson. Once that's not ironclad, who knows what the Niners are going to do? You don't even know what the Jets are
Exactly.
going to do. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's funny you say that too, because obviously I don't know what the Jets are thinking. No one does, just like no one knows what the Niners are thinking. But an interesting perspective, I was watching Rich Eisen, who's a diehard Jets fan, and he was giving like kind of like the New York thought process about this whole situation. And they were making a lot of jokes about like, has anybody from New York watched a BYU game? And they were like, why wouldn't you go with a proven commodity like a Justin Fields, who's been in national championships, who's been in the playoffs 2 years in a row? You
Hey,
know,
why do you think? Why do you think Miami drafted? Why do you think Miami drafted Tua instead of Herbert? Because no one in
exactly
Miami had ever heard of Herbert, and
right.
Tua's a celebrity in the South. But and these things happen all the time. Why do you think? Why do you think the Rams drafted Jared Goff over Carson
Right.
Wentz? Because Jared Goff's a celebrity in California, and no one had heard of Carson Wentz. These
Right.
are ownership decisions. These are ownership. Ownership comes in on these things.
So basically, also another thing too is what whoever we draft at that 3 pick, whether it's Wilson, Trey Lance, Mac Jones, even whoever it's going to be, my biggest issue with is going to be with Kyle, because is he going to really put it this way, like the most the quarterbacks with the most success when they're especially when they're in their rookie contracts is coaches that adjust to what they do well. You
Yeah,
know,
go be
is
an
Kyle
athlete, and I'll help you out a little bit. Yeah,
exactly. So is
yeah.
Kyle going to really adjust his offense to really help out this young quarterback, whoever it's going to be? Because
Hell
that's
no.
what the great coaches do. That's what Andy Reid did with Mahomes. That's what the Chargers did with Herbert last
That's
year.
why I'm not an only Shan. I like his play designs, but he's far too rigid. He's much more faithful to his dad's scheme and what he thinks works than what is pragmatic for his players. So I'm not an only Shan. Sorry.
Yeah. And then too, my other thing too that I was going to mention was dang it, I lost my train of thought.
See, it was my fault. I talked over you.
No, you're good, man. You're good. That's what it was. So let's be honest, really, when it comes to these quarterbacks, what really separates them? Because I don't think any of these top quarterbacks that are being mentioned have much separation at all. I mean, Trevor Lawrence, you can say he's the top flight guy, but he hasn't really played as well as he did his freshman year at Clemson when they won the national championship over Alabama. I don't think he's played as high as that level since then. You can say maybe that's the talent around him or whatnot, but besides Lawrence, I mean, let's be honest, what really separates these quarterbacks? To say one's better than the other and that one deserves a second or third over
personal preference.
Right.
Personal
Right.
preference.
I mean, like, and I say that because like
they're all
Trey
inexperienced. Yeah.
Right. Like, because Trey Lance and Mac Jones are both 1 year starters.
Yep.
And Fields and Lawrence, who can argue be the 1 and 2 or even swap them, have 2 to/3 years of starting.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, overall experience, I think, can be overrated depending on where they're at and whatnot. Unless you're Mac Jones, and Mac Jones is just overall overrated. So,
yeah.
But yeah, man.
Because the other ones all have tools and they're athletes. But yeah, I hear you, man. Hey, well, me and you after the draft on your channel.
Yep, as well.
That's right.
One more time, if you don't mind. So, yeah, it's called The Big Breakdown with Jose Ledesma. I'll definitely put it in the comment section as well.